cybersecurity, something that is at the heart and soul of everything we do as MSPs. So what do you think would be the one question that Chris Blunt hears as a licensed cybersecurity assessor? Though now all I can see when I read the word is asses when reading that. So sorry, but Chris has been in this game for a very long time now, and his job is to work with MSPs to improve their own cybersecurity and, of course, to help work with their customers through the MSPs to bring them up to scratch. I'm going to guess that it's going to be, is there any way I can just check yes to all the questions and not actually do it? I'm sure we've all heard that answer before. Well, let's hand over to Chris to see what it is.
I'm Chris from Blunt Security, and I work with IT companies and their customers, helping them implement good, strong cybersecurity. And one of the most common things that they ask me when we're going in and we're looking at what technical controls we can put in place is they ask, is there any way around that? And that's not quite the right way to be looking at it. That's not why you've asked me in the first place. You've asked me in to help improve your cybersecurity, and now you're asking me if we can get around that particular control. Whilst the answer is often yes, we can, you've really got to question, is that the right thing to be doing? Is that the best thing for my organisation? Let's actually look at the risks, and do we want to bypass it? Or actually, should we really be taking it seriously?
That's crazy. And I'm not actually sure if you heard recently, but here in the UK, it looks like we have the first inklings that regulation is on the way to UK MSPs. Now, there's little to practically no information available on what exactly that means just yet, but I did read that it might start with MSPs having to report any breaches to the authorities when they happen. Now, this is something that you should already be doing anyway, but it wasn't mandatory, so now it's become mandatory. Now, that's of course not 100% confirmed, so don't take it from me, but what it does mean is that, I guess depending on the type of MSP you are, things are about to get very difficult for you or very good for you. Now, they're going to be difficult for you if you don't already have the proper systems and security tools in place, because you'll have to then implement them. And it'll be very good for you if you're already there, because you'll be there to snap up the business from the smaller MSPs and maybe those smaller consultants around you who probably, realistically shouldn't be running an MSP in the first instance. So thank you to Chris. And last time I mentioned this now, but this video will be also available in podcast format, so feel free to subscribe to the, I think it's called Pete Matheson, Not a Business Coach podcast on your favorite platform. And I'll see you in the next episode of Guess What the Expert Has to Say. Until then, see you later.